The skies over both Iran and Israel may seem ignited by missiles, but there are already signs Iran's shooting fight is slowing down. It is believed to have had at least 2,000 ballistic missiles, but Israel's been targeting its stockpiles and launchers. So, by Sunday, day 3 of the conflict, Iran was already firing fewer at Israel. While Tehran has the largest number of ballistic missiles in the Middle East, it must still conserve. And some of what it's firing is landing. Israel's much vaunted Iron Dome system, highly effective against the slower and smaller rockets of Hamas and Hezbollah, is of limited use against Iran's ballistic missiles, which shoot more than 1,000 kilometers up before dropping to their target at supersonic speed or faster. Instead, Israel uses its Arrow system, designed with the Americans to intercept missiles outside the atmosphere. It's more than 90% effective, but each shoot-down can cost $2 million, and those interceptors are also in limited supply. This means, strategically, Iran is choosing its targets carefully, and Israel may be choosing which missiles to intercept and which not to. Israel says it wants to stop Iran from getting a nuclear weapon. Now, to do that, it's been striking here, the above-ground fuel enrichment facility at Natanz. But fully destroying the one below ground is much harder. Then there's Iran's deeply buried enrichment facility, Fordo. For now, it is impossible for Israel to destroy it unless they can get inside. From the skies above, the only non-nuclear weapon which could destroy Fordo is a 30,000-pound munition called the Massive Ordnance Penetrator. Only the U.S. has that bomb, and the B-2 bomber aircraft needed to deliver it. So far, the Americans say they don't want to be involved in any bombing runs inside Iran. Iran, though, says it's moving the nuclear fuel there out. Were it to lose Fordo, it would likely mean an end to Iran's nuclear ambitions for years to come. Meanwhile, Iran appears to have lost control over some of its own skies. Israel has destroyed the anti-aircraft defenses inside Iran and has been flying its own fighter planes in without getting shot down. This is what's called air superiority.
Let's bring in Janice Stein, founding director of the Munk School of Global Affairs. Janice, Iran has also claimed that it is using a very powerful guided ballistic missile. That would be a munition we've never seen the country use before. What do you make of those claims?
I'm not wholly persuaded about that, Adrienne, because we are not seeing a significant change in the rate at which these missiles are being intercepted. We should, if this was a hypersonic guided maneuverable solid fuel missile, and Iran has claimed all of that.
Okay. Interestingly, so we were watching Israel targeting Iran's nuclear projects. Is it your sense that that will make the regime in Iran slow down on nuclear development, or could it just mobilize it to try to move faster? Say, see, we're being attacked, we have to go faster.
There's no question it could go either way. It is entirely possible that Iran will rush to break out. It has moved some of that enriched fuel, it claims, to a secret location, and it could race to build a bomb and announce that it has done that, but it will not have the opportunity to test that weapon or to marry it with a delivery system.
So we know that Israel has targeted also nuclear scientists. Is there not a whole cohort of nuclear science students sort of waiting in the wings? I mean, that alone won't necessarily hurt Iran's nuclear program.
You are right. These are clearly the leaders of the program, but this is not novel technology, Adrienne, and there's a very rich, sophisticated scientific community in Iran, so I would not place a great deal of weight on that.
I guess what we know about wars is that they're really easy to start, less so, how they end, how you even know in a way that they're over. So I'm curious, for Israel, what on earth is success or end game here?
You know, a successful end would be that Iran no longer be permitted to engage in enrichment on Iranian soil. That's what they've asked for. The Ayatollah Khamenei has dug in repeatedly and said that Iran has that right under the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, and he will not concede. That's the standoff that we're facing, and it is up to the mediators now to craft a solution that lets both of them off the hook.
Yeah, some dangerous days ahead. All right, Janice Stein, as always, thank you.
So welcome.